Hi my friends, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to our competition reveal video. Now before we jump in my friends, I want to apologise first and foremost for the terrible lighting on this video. Most of you would have seen on the community page and on the Discord that unfortunately my computer died at the beginning of this week. It's been an uphill struggle basically trying to get back creating content and even getting back to my day job. As many of you know, I'm a video editor and graphic designer. It's been a nightmare basically, and as a result not only did my computer blow up, but I lost my lighting unit as well. That's broken. I have new lighting on order, but for now I'm having to use my portable lighting that I use when I do my videography out and about. It's basically not built for an office environment, so just apologies gang, but I really wanted to get this video out because a few of you really took your time to get involved in this competition. Now for those that don't know what I'm on about, I decided to run a competition to celebrate the new Grasslands Animal Pack that is about to come out this coming week on Tuesday. 5 people decided to enter this competition. The brief was simple: create a Grasslands inspired build. You could use whatever animal you wanted to. It just had to not exceed a 30 by 30 gridded square. I'm really looking forward to jumping in and taking a look at all of these builds, and I'll reveal the winner at the end. Right, so first one in the competition, gang, is Droren, and this is his Gottfridsberg Zoo. I haven't looked at any of the participants' builds, or I haven't read any of the information, so I don't know how many animals we're going to get to see. I don't really know what Droren's even built. I'm assuming it's a mini zoo, given the name and whatnot. We will just zoom out, because I do want to make sure that this is, you know, kind of sticking with the brief, that it's 30 by 30, and it very much is. And you know what I love here from Droren? He's shown you what you can do with a very small plot of land. Actually, it looks like he's given us multiple species. There's a few buildings dotted about as well. I'm quite looking forward to diving in and taking a look at this. So we've obviously got a nice little entrance plaza here, which is pretty cool. Little backstage area over this way. A few little planters. These are very nice trees. I use the same trees all the bloody time, and so I don't take any notice of a lot of the stuff in the game, and I should. But yeah, this is all looking pretty nice. I like people that kind of build buildings and just kind of use facades and kind of just hide stuff in them. But I feel like I really enjoy looking at what other people do, because where I build for like hyper detail and whatnot, and each one of my builds can take, you know, days and days and days at a time. I really want to do a project like this, like a little mini zoo project, and kind of maybe scale it back a bit and use more like facade type buildings like this. I think this is, you know, really good. I really like this. So obviously got a little entrance and exit this way, so let's dive on in and see what we get to see first. We've got a hab here, looking like potentially another one at the back. We do have some protesters back there, God only knows why. But yeah, what we got in here then, obviously we've got our zookeeper. He's having a very fun time. I'm going to assume it's a carnivore, some description, because of the stuff that's in here. Is that a doll? Yes, it is. Lovely, beautiful. That's what I like to see. Absolutely loving that. Look at this guy having a little sleep. Little viewing area over here. I haven't actually built a hab for these guys yet, so it's pretty cool to see someone building a hab for them. We'll just have a little look. I'm quite enjoying that planting actually. It's low key, but it's kind of dense enough that you kind of hides the animals and whatnot. I quite like that. This is a cool little idea. A little viewing area, and you get 2 animals in the viewing area, so that is pretty cool. Really like that. I'm not sure what these protesters are moaning about. Right, so I had to help Droren out a little bit there. I think that obviously from once he'd saved it and whatnot, strange things can happen. Basically the tiger's got the other side of these little gates here, when really they probably should have been in the hab and whatnot. But yeah, it's all sorted now. This is quite a cool little hab for the tigers as well. Obviously tried to get lots of animals in and still using such little space. I rate that. I don't mind that at all. We've got a nice little sort of Japanese garden here, which is pretty cool. Love this plant. This came in the conservation pack. I do love this bush, as you all know. So over here we kind of got like a nice little Japanese temple type deal with the garden and whatnot. If we just come up here, some nice sight lines I would imagine. I'm up here with the garden, yes, rate that a lot. We're getting a good little viewing area here as well, that's quite cool. Got some buffalo by the looks of things. Maybe this is a mixed hab. That looks like it could potentially be a bit of a mixed hab, which I'm liking. And that looks like a albino animal. We've got some rhino at the back as well. It's a real good mixed hab, that one. All look like Asian species, which is pretty coolio. What have we got over here? That's what I'm really interested in. So it looks like we've got a little lemur walkthrough hab, which is nice. Using the new doorway there, which I really like. Let's get rid of that. This is rather cool. I like this a lot. We've got this like raised walkway, and then the little climbing frames in and amongst it. Put all the little supports in as well for the roof on the facility, which I like a lot. I love lemur habitats on this game because I just feel like there's always so much going on. That was a cool little shot as he run across the top there. I'm assuming that's their little back stagey area that way. Yeah, I like this little walk through. I probably need to do a bit more of that. I did the bat, didn't I? But I've not really done a lot of that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I really like that. Really like that drawing. Right, let's go up this way. And we're probably coming towards the end of what the zoo has got to offer. So he's got a nice little covered viewing area here. Yeah, it is a real mixed hab. So we've got the Indian rhino by the looks of things, the water buffalo, and then a species of deer. Yeah, he's used the red deer in here as well. So yeah, real kind of mixture in the hab, which is really cool. Using all the rocks to kind of do the fences. A lot of natural fences in this zoo towards the back I've noticed, and then he's used more of the in-game stuff at the front to save time, which is great. You know, at the end of the day, it's like a little competition. So you don't want to be spending like huge amounts of time on certain details when you want to be kind of doing it on others. But yeah, that's a cool hab actually. Really like that. These guys are brilliant. I love these. And as you can see, that would bring the end of the zoo. I'm sure Droren may have saved this and he's going to continue on and make the zoo even bigger, which would be amazing. So yeah, he's obviously got his little backstage area in here. And yeah, that's quite cool. You can come in here and actually see the animals and whatnot. That's a great idea. Yeah, I rate that a lot actually. There's be a lot of animals potentially coming inside as well to take a look at, wouldn't there? So that's really good. And I think that's what Droren managed to do. That's a really good use of the kind of space that I had given everyone in the competition. Lots and lots of different animals there. Nice different sizes for the habs as well. Gone a bit more realistic to what zoos would offer as well. You know, I say all the time that we have to give the animals in the game a lot more space than they really need, and Droren's kind of gone down the direction that you don't really need to give them all that space, which I quite like. So next up we have Circle's 1996 Grassland inspired zoo to take a look at. There's quite a lot going on in this one as well. I absolutely rate this because all I said to you guys was 30 by 30, Grasslands inspired, go for it. And what I love is that people have done multi-species mini zoos, which is great. So if we could zoom out, you can see the perimeters and whatnot are there, and there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. So I'm really interested to jump in and take a look at what has been created in this one. So I actually found it quite difficult to find the entrance first and foremost, but it was tucked away over here, which is fine. I'm all good in the hood with that. Yeah, let's take a walk around, shall we, and see what's going on. So there's a lot to basically take a look at. We've got cool little structures around trees and whatnot and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, if we go in here, what do we have going on in here? Got lots of nice little decorations and whatnot. I think this might just be facilities, which is nice that we've kind of tucked all this away in here, which is all right by me. Yeah, we tucked all the facilities away. So that's essentially what this building is. So let's scoot on outside. Loving all the planting, I'm going to be honest with you. That's beautiful. Nice bit of education and whatnot. So what animal do we have first then? We got the bison in this little hab here, which is quite cool. Using this, I see you using this piece quite a lot. Obviously, a big fan of that. That came in the conservation pack, I believe, which it is quite a nice piece actually. So yeah, we've got the bison in here, looking rather beautiful. Does have to be said. I could just see a horse running over the back there. Obviously, disguising the mud. Got a little food and whatnot. Using the fig bush, rate that a lot. It's one of my favourites. We've got a little watering hole over here. It's a popular zoo, this one. Lots and lots of people coming and taking a look at the animals and all the things that are on offer, which is really, really cool. Look how many people there are. Maybe I should have limited the amount of guests, to be honest. So if we could do going up this way, we've got the red deer. Obviously, this was a freebie that we all got recently. So, yep, using a lot of the new plants and whatnot in the zoo. Like the fact you've used these as well up on that little stanchion there that goes up into the raised area. The little grape vines and whatnot is pretty good. Yes, that's very nice, using the buffalo mural. And we've got toilets here. It looks like we've got a little cafe over here with a nice little seated area. Yeah, very cool. Oh, it's an actual restaurant with the proper seats. Oh, that's nice actually, because then they will actually use it properly. And you've done it all open. And then if we carry on walking round, we've got the horses used in the decals, which is quite nice. There's lots of different kind of ways to go, I feel, in this zoo. Paths leading all over the place. But there probably is one way you should be walking around it, and I'm definitely not walking the right way, am I? Here we go, there's the horses looking amazing. They really are beautiful. Really, I think they fronted an amazing job with them. And then we carry on going up this way. We've got some more facilities. So we've got food, we've got bathrooms and whatnot for our guests. Again, it's a really, really popular area over here. We've got a nice little animal talk ongoing. But yeah, loving the use of the grass and whatnot up this way. And then we come round here. We've got a little raised platform. I think this is the raised platform that goes up to the deer, I think. There's lots of education up here. Actually, this is like a raised platform that looks into like multiple habitats, not just the deer. So there you go, and you can kind of see the buffalo in the distance as well. That's quite a cool little raised platform because it kind of ticks many boxes. It looks like there's another hab over this way as well that you can kind of see into. As you can see, they're all taking a look. I wonder what that is. We'll go over there. It looks like the cheetah from a distance. So we'll go over this way. More shops, lots of places to eat and drink. No wonder it's a popular attraction. And then yeah, we've placed a cheetah over here. A nice long hab for them to run. A little seated area as well. By the looks of things, this is going to be for like educational stuff on their little cheetah run hab, which is really, really good. I love the idea of making a really long cheetah hab so they can kind of run about and whatnot. And then another little shop there. That's quite cool actually. Managed to fit a lot in to your zoo. Lots of different animals. Yeah, I absolutely love that. That's really, really good. So next up, we are going to take a look at Green Shift Zoo by Sundayysundae. I'm looking forward to this one as well. A lovely little arch as we're about to walk on through. I'm just going to zoom out, make sure the brief has been met. Yes, very much has. They've used path pieces to do it. Very interesting, because that is fine. Like, that actually works, by the way. I think a normal path piece is just very much the same as a grid piece, so that's pretty cool. Taking a little zoom out, I can see a bunch of different animals, and there's a lot going on in the project. So let's take a walk on in, shall we? I love the fact you have put signs up with arrows telling me the animals are that way. That's very, very helpful, because I was diving into each one of these and I have no idea what's going on. I'm just going to pop a balloon because I'm immature, and I know that you can do that. I've just clicked on there though. Anyway, let's go this way. It's super busy. It's super busy. Something I would suggest you all do, potentially, gang, is limit the amount of guests that you have in your zoos. I'm going to say one thing. Many of you know my computer broke, and I was unable to put the competition out on the day that I said I was going to. I had to get a new graphics card and whatnot. Considering how many people there are and there's stuff going on, this is running so smooth. This is the first proper time I've actually had to sit down, record and see how it's doing. I genuinely can't wait to jump into my projects and see how they're doing. But here we've got giraffes. Looks like we've got some other animals in here as well, which is pretty cool. I'm a big fan of mixed habs, loving the use of terrain and whatnot in here. Big old area for them to bed down and have a sleep. Nice little seated area here as well, obviously for some educational talk stuff. So that's pretty cool. Very much enjoying that. What are these guys? I think they're oryx, aren't they? Oh yes, they are. They are the oryx. I was correct. I know my animals. Know my animals, gang. Another one over here and a little snooze. We walk round this way. You can sort of see in here from the back. Having a little walk round the back of the hab. Ooh, we can go in here, can we? Oh, yes, we can. And we can see, what can we see? Lions. Oh, there we go. We can see some lions in the back. Have a little snooze in their little backstage area. Pretty cool. I probably should have guessed lions, considering there's lots of lion stuff outside. If we continue going up this way, this is obviously the... I was about to say this is the lion hab, but no, this is the tiger hab. So there's lots of animals in this zoo. Really, really amazing how many animals you've managed to fit in this. Do you know what? I'm definitely going to have a go at a little mini zoo, I think, because I'm seeing how much you guys are managing to fit in a 30 by 30, and it's really kind of inspiring, to be honest with you. I was genuinely expecting to jump in and there maybe be like one animal or two animals in your projects, and every single one of you has done multiple animals in each of your projects. Right, so let's dive around this way. Oh, we've got a little viewing area down here, have we? Who's this for? Is this for the tigers, maybe? Lots of lights and whatnot as well. I'm going to assume that's for the tigers. I'll head on out. Wow, that's some crazy pathway right there. You've really had to dig that out, haven't you? Struggling to get out of it. Anyway, yeah, you've really had to dig down deep. We've got nice little plants and whatnot at the top. What are we going to have over in here? Ah, the education boards are not on. Maybe there's no power to them. But we would have some animals in here. We've got a little raised platform over there anyway, so we can have a good look. But yeah, I'm going to assume that is for the tigers. Got nice little shops over here and a toilet and whatnot to keep those guests happy. We know what they're like. They'll crave the food and need to wee from time to time. You know, us humans. It's one of the things we have to do. Ah, here we go. Here's the outdoor part of the lions. Here we go. That one's having a nice poop. Just talking of wee. But yeah, again, using all the plants that I absolutely love the most. I appreciate it. And even using the reeds in the little pool at the front here. Guests seem to be absolutely loving it. I love the fact you've used loads of these like talk areas as well, because you just know that's going to help massively. Oh, here we go. We've got the Aldabras. Looking marvellous, it does have to be said. Remember, I used the Planet Zoo Plus mod, so they're a lot bigger for me. Just in case you're wondering why that looks so large. We've got African elephants, is that in here? Amazing how many animals you've managed to fit in this project. It really, really is. I'm inspired to do a mini zoo. I'm throwing it out there, not right now, gang. I'm really inspired to do like a mini zoo. I might even set myself the task of 30 by 30 square and see what I can do. And you're all inspiring me. I kind of did this as just like a fun little idea because I wanted to give people the chance to get the new DLC, you know. But you've all done an amazing job and you're all kind of really surprising me with all the stuff you're doing. What we got over here? We've got some buildings. Ah, this looks like the little staff area, obviously. All hidden away right in the middle. And then I really hope I'm not missing anything. I don't think I am. We've got the horses in here in a nice big hab. We've got their little part there, their little stables and whatnot. More kind of facilities for our guests over here, foodies and drinkies. And yeah, this is for our horses. This is a big old hab, isn't it? To be fair, that little walkway over the top. Yeah, really, really like it. You've really managed to fit a lot in your zoo. All three of you so far, I have to be fair. I'm pretty surprised at how many animals you're managing to fit in. It's really cool. And I sit here and think to myself, am I making my habs too large or whatnot? But yeah, it's really, really cool to see so far. So next up, we've got another Grasslands mini project. This one by Random Goat. Now, I'm pretty sure Random Goat contacted in the competition Discord part and said, I think I've made it too small. But I've just zoomed out, my friend, and I actually think you're fine. I think you're all right. I think you've done a really good job. To be honest, I'm really looking forward to walking around this one because it looks like we've got multiple animals again. And can I just say, I really, really appreciate this, Mr. Random Goat. Really, really do, buddy. And this, I very much appreciate. Brings a tear to my eye. That's amazing. Have you made that? You've made that with pieces. Wow. That's really cool. I absolutely love that. Right, this is really, really cool. Brought to us by... What a hero. Anyway, let's take a look around your zoo. This one looks really, really cool. I think this is like sort of African inspired. I'm going to throw it out there right now because I'm feeling the vibes with the fences and the colour schemes and the bits and bobs you've used. Going with the custom flooring as well. I've noticed. I do see these things. I like this. You've kind of disguised a normal lamp, haven't you, as an African lamp. That's really good. Okay, so... what we got in here, we've got warthogs in here. This is a cool little warthog hab, and again I kind of said it for the 3 people before. Oh my god, this is mixed. You've managed to do meerkats at the front and warthogs at the... I need to just dive in here. So is this actually there at the front and there at the back, or is it one hab? And so there's the gate in. Is there a gate in for the warthogs as well? Yeah, it's there. Oh, that's really clever. That is a really clever idea. You've separated it by the water, but it appears as though the meerkats and the warthogs are together, Timon and Pumbaa style. That's brilliant. I really, really rate that. That's a really, really cool idea, that one. I'm loving that. Yeah, that's brilliant. And I love the fact that your meerkat hab is, that's pretty realistic. They don't usually get very big habitats today, so that's quite realistic. And you've done like a nice little guardrail there. That's a really cool hab idea. I love that. Really, really, really like that. What we got in here then? Celebrate Timon's birthday. We got a little indoor area for some meerkats by the looks of things. Oh no, not just for some. Not just for some. Oh, what am I doing? How was that managed to do that? Apologies. Not just for some. You've built a little bridge. I need... What on earth? Right, so... where does that go? Comes down there. So can they actually use that? Wow! That's really cool. That's really cool. They've got a little bridge that goes up and over, and they can go in there. Wow, that's amazing. I'm absolutely loving that. That is really cool. Yeah, that's top job. Top job. Loving that. Brilliant. Let's move on in, because I know there's lots to look at. Work in progress from here. Okay, no problem, buddy. I know it wasn't the longest timescale that I gave people. That was really impressive though at the beginning. So we've got oryx in here, and it looks like we got Thompson gazelles potentially. Yeah, we've got lots of different species in here. We've got giraffe. Oh, I'm loving the little mix of heights here. It's always a bonus. And you've done the little wall that I do. You're going to use that same technique, which is really nice. Loving the giraffes. I can't wait until I finally get round to doing this type of hab, which is more of that like multi-species open kind of area. That's really cool. Love that little viewing area. We work our way down here, and then this is a nice viewing area. What have you done here? Oh, that's really good. Oh, are they individual pieces? Jesus Christ, Random Goat. This is a lot of... You've managed to get a lot done. You've managed to get a lot done, considering the time scale. And yeah, this is a lovely viewing area as well. Really, really cool. Loving the use of the waterfalls and the water in the front. It's something zoos do a lot. Nice little kind of go away green at the back. So this is like a little restaurant area by the looks of things. You go inside. Okay. just kind of use that as a facade. Rate it. Rate it a lot. Hiding that ugly unused area. So yeah, we'll walk up this way. Nice little seating area. Ah, we're going to have another little viewing area up here, are we? Oh god, I'm all over the place with the camera, aren't I? Oh yeah, it's a really cool viewing area, one that's slightly higher up. And you kind of get to see the other viewing areas over there. So that's quite cool. We walk around this way, and we've got a bridge, and that's even another viewing area. This is top. I'm loving it. Then this would obviously be your back lot back here. You've got an animal having a nice snooze in the shade back there. And then, oh, you have managed to do a predator-prey hab, because this is the lion habitat, and obviously you'd be able to see those guys off in the background. Lion having a sleep on the rock there. By the way, that's amazing that you've been able to get that lion to sleep on the rock. I know there's ways around doing this. I know other people have managed to do it, but that is pretty cool. And then, you've got like a little ditch here, which goes down. Where does this go? Oh, it doesn't go anywhere. That's kind of what you've used to separate it, but it looks like the lions can actually access it because you've smoothed all that out, which is pretty cool. And then yeah, you've got your lions in there. What a great little idea. And you've got a little ditch there. I didn't even see, do you know what? I didn't even see that ditch from the viewing area. When I looked, I didn't see that ditch there. That's very good. Really good, especially when you're going for realism. You kind of want to do that. This bush that you've used to kind of all the way along here, that's really nice. Another little viewing area for the lions. Oh, get one running by. Yeah, that's a really lovely, well thought out little zoo. That I'm really rating that. You know what? I know you've put work in progress there, Random Go. If and when you get round to finishing it, I would love to see the finished product. I really would, because that's a great little zoo. Really rate that. I've loved all 4 that I've seen so far, and we've got one more to view. And last, but by no means least, we have Bison Hills Wildlife Park by Dunkmaster, AGF I believe it is, and this is another little mini zoo by the looks of things. Can I just say to all 5 of you, I'm loving the fact that I gave you a brief, and rather than just building one hab, you've built me mini zoos. You've really gone to town with the use of species, and like you've really kind of thought outside the box. I wasn't expecting it basically, and it's been really cool to kind of walk around your zoos. You've even put a road in, for crying out loud, and you've used decals to like represent mud and whatnot. I rate that a lot. So yeah, what we got here, we've got, looks like multiple habs again. Oh, this looks really nice. Loving this path. You've obviously used natural path, haven't you? I would imagine, because it looks very muddy, very similar to the hab. So yeah, this is looking pretty cool. And by the way, the electric cables, that's a detail I wasn't expecting. And I'm loving it, because honestly, that's something that exists in real life. So this is your little entrance. It's really cool. Love that. And do you know what? This is a piece that's really underrated, isn't it? I don't use it nearly enough. This looks like it's really inspired by like the pieces from the Australian pack, to be honest, which is really cool. I can see it a lot in like your fence posts and whatnot that you've used, so that's quite nice. So yeah, we walk in this way. We've got the horses over here, which is really nice. Look at these little ropes on the fences. Oh, I love it. All those little details. You guys know what I like. Oh, a little wheel as well on that, as it would roll around. To close the fences off. That's really cool. Love that. And yeah, look, the Australian fence post is around the tree. You've been inspired, haven't you, heavily by the Australian pieces by the looks of things. And I like that, because I haven't used a lot of the Australian pieces nearly enough, because there's some beautiful stuff. Loving your planting as well. See this plant here? When you put the blueprint in, I wanted to check what this was. Periwinkle leaves. Because I love it, and I was like, what is this plant? Where has he found this? Or she? I'm not sure if you are a he or a she. Apologies if I'm getting that wrong. But yeah, I just wasn't sure where you'd found it. And that looks amazing. I really, because I think that would look great on a building. I genuinely think that would look really cool as like a vine on a building. And then you've got all your grasses, lovely mixture of plants, all these little rocks and whatnot. Love this little shade. You've used little feeders with the, oh, I love the little rusted pieces. Again, you're doing these fences. That's really well done. Love the little stable at the back, and then the fact you filled all this in with just grasses that's all overgrown. That's really, really cool. Little backlot area as well with a bunch of junk in. You all know how much I love this, and I love seeing it. So yeah, that's really, really nice. These little seated areas are inspired, aren't they? I'm really liking those. They almost look like little miniature bus stops. Lovely bit of planting. What we got in here then? Oh, this is actually a hab. Oh, we've got raccoons in here. Wow, that's really cool. I didn't expect that to be a habitat, to be honest with you, and it is, and it's amazing. Wow, that's some crazy work with the wood underneath there. We've got one of the little guys having a little snooze, one's having a drink. Wow, that's a cool little raccoon habitat. Nothing like the one I built, and I think that's why I like it so much, because it's very, very different. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. We carry on walking this way. Again, there's like loads more junky junk over the back there. Little food stalls by the looks of things over here. Yeah, really like that. Just have a quick look there, what you've done. Yeah, you've been really inspired by certain pieces. I can see like you've kind of limited yourself to the pieces you've used, and that's what's helped you build and then make it feel unison like that. I like that a lot, like, because I think there's so many pieces in the game now that you can feel very overwhelmed by them, in my opinion. As you all know, I have my favourite pieces that I go to. So what have we got in here? We've got the cougar, have we? Oh, this just happens, unfortunately. When you put it too close to the wood, this just pings around crazy. But yeah, it's just one of those things. We've got little backlot areas back here. That's where the cougar is. Again, those are little bits and bobs. Rating that a lot. Oh, that's a really nice way of working that into the building. Yeah, it looks like it's part of the building. I really like that. But yeah, that's a cool little hab as well. Love the fact you've kind of put a cage around the whole kind of deal there. Nice little walk around. And then over here you got the prairie dogs. There's a very North American feel to this. Yeah, that's where you've gone with it as well. So again, you've kind of limited yourself with the animals, which is great. So not only the pieces, but the animals. You can see the little prairie dog there. That's a nice little hab as well. Really like that. I love this little use of these wooden logs in the middle. Yeah, love that. And then looks like we've got a little backlot to the bison and the pronghorn. Yeah, the bison and the pronghorn together, which is nice. So yeah, that's nice. And you've gone with these shades again, so it all feels really unison actually, this zoo. Yeah, really, really unison. There's another animal over there at the back that I'm going to look at first. So what we got over here? Oh, I don't know if oh no, it's just a skunk. That didn't look like the skunk when I looked at it. I was about to say, I don't know if I'm going to have this animal because it looks like a mod, but it's not. It's the skunk, and he just launched himself at that at that toy. See that? That's food, but it looks like he's having the world's largest poop, doesn't it? That's a great little skunk habitat. I rate that a lot as well. Oh, your use of space has been brilliant. Really, really cool. Your use of space has been very, very good. Loving the lush look to this as well. And there's your bison and your pronghorn, and then you've got all your staff facilities over here. Wow, that's a cool little zoo. Do you know what? All 5 of those have been really, really good to look through. You've kind of inspired me. I feel like I'm going to do a 30 by 30 mini zoo off the back of looking at them. And I want to thank all 5 of you for your entries. Absolutely amazing. And so there you have it, my friends. We are done and dusted for this competition. I really, really loved every single one of those builds. And I want to thank each and every one of you for taking your time to complete them and enter them into the competition. Now, as far as the winners are concerned, I've decided to award every single person that submitted a entry into this competition, a copy of the brand new DLC. I'd already let all 5 entrants know that I was going to do this. The reason for it being that I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to get this video out because there was a delay on the parts for the PC and whatnot, and I felt like people had wasted their time because I wasn't going to be able to showcase the builds and whatnot. So I decided to be you know, very fair across the board and give each and every one of the people a brand new copy of the new DLC that's coming out. I've got all your contact details on Discord. I will be in touch in the coming day or so to make sure that I've got you all on Steam and whatnot, so I can gift you the DLC as and when it comes out. Now, this is something I'm going to be doing on the channel a bit more, is some competitions and some community build offs and things like that. So if you want to get involved in this, go and join the Discord. You will find the link to it in the description, my friends. It's a really cool place to hang out with the rest of the community anyway. We have a really good laugh over there. We share ideas, and it's not just Planet Zoo. We have a lot of banter about all sorts of things, so feel free to go and join it, especially if you want to get involved in the competitions. I've got a Patreon as well if you want to donate to the channel and help me out a little bit more, but honestly, a subscription and just your views are enough. But feel free, my friends, to go and check all that out. You can find it all in the description. A massive congratulations to all 5 entrants. Loved your builds, and I really hope you enjoy the new Grasslands Animal Pack. But until next time, my friends, like, share, subscribe, stay safe, stay humble. I salute you all. See you all later.